Hi guys, welcome back to TechnoPow, and today, even though my next Arkham story video was supposed to be Catwoman, now that a full-scale trailer for Batwoman Season 3 has dropped, and it's revealed that the Mad Hatter is going to be one of the villains for this show, I thought it'd be a perfect time to talk about the Mad Hatter in the Arkham series, because I've had his story on my laptop forever, and I've been dying to do this episode, so I thought I'd finally get it out. I was waiting for the right time, and I'm finally going to get him out. So this is the complete story of the Mad Hatter from the Arkham games. So here we go. Jervis Tetch was a scientist who believed that free will was not a real concept, and that a person's mind could be controlled by chemicals. Unlike his origin in Batman the Animated Series, where Jervis was obsessed with Lewis Carroll's novel and adopted the persona of the Mad Hatter, this version of his origin had him believe that he was the actual incarnation of the Mad Hatter character from Carroll's novel, Alice's Adventures in Wonderland. Tetch eventually bought a hat shop in the district of Old Gotham. Here, he continued to develop his genius mind control technology and became fixated on the concept of Alice, who, as we know, is the protagonist of Lewis Carroll's novel. Tetch then began to search endlessly for Alice in the real world and became obsessed with finding the real Alice. His obsession became so bad that he eventually started kidnapping young women to see if they were the real Alice. However, he killed them when he believed they were not. Jervis appears in the video game Arkham Origins and is the main villain of the side mission simply titled Mad Hatter. In the story, Tetch kidnaps a young girl who he believes is Alice and sends a message to Gotham's protector, Batman, by way of his mind-controlled henchman. The Hatter then told Batman of his crime, his way of introducing himself. Batman eventually tracked Tetch down and found his hat shop. Batman made his way through the vents and listened into Jervis conducting his mind-controlled henchmen and telling them to call him Sir. However, Batman managed to intervene and confronted Jervis, who somehow managed to mind-control him when he asked for the location of the woman he had kidnapped. Mad Hatter then taunted Batman as he entered his drug-induced world of Wonderland, which forced Batman to complete several challenges and obstacles before surfacing out of the world, revealing he had just been trailing around the building in circles and was in fact back with the Hatter, who was holding the girl at knife point. Batman managed to knock Tetch out with a remote-controlled reverse Batarang and managed to rescue Alice. Jervis was eventually picked up and gained a reputation of fear throughout numerous Blackgate prisoners, deeming him to be crazy. After their first encounter, Mad Hatter was transferred to Arkham Asylum when it was reopened after he escaped Blackgate. Jervis was actually imprisoned deeper underneath the asylum on the orders of Quincy Sharp, who was disgusted by him. However, this disoriented his mind even more. Jervis was a case of fascination by Hugo Strange, who had plans to take control of Gotham City. Strange believed Tetch's technology was the key to controlling Sharp and began interviewing the Hatter. Strange had the intention of manipulating Tetch into recreating his mind control formula and eventually got to the point where he blackmailed him with evidence of Jervis's previous murders. Hugo got Jervis secured help when he promised him Alice. Using the Hatter's formula, Hugo actually managed to hypnotize Sharp. It's also hinted that Strange had operated on Mad Hatter, because Catwoman says that Strange really did a number on him. Hugo actually used Tetch's technology to create all of the Tiger Guards. Before locking Jervis back up, Hugo managed to learn how to create the chemicals by himself. Like most of my other Arkham stories, I've only included this bit because I read that Jervis was actually on Arkham Island during the Joker's takeover, but he was locked deep under the island in a wing for deranged inmates, and his tea set became one of the Riddler's riddles for Batman. Like most inmates of Arkham Asylum, Jervis was among the inmates committed to the super prison known as Arkham City, and like most prisoners, established his own territory. He appears as the main villain of the side mission titled The Tea Party, and manages to use his hypnotic technology to trick Batman into thinking that Lucius Fox had developed the cure for his illness that Joker infected him with. Once Batman had taken the cure, he was knocked out and when he awoke, appeared inside Tetch's hat shop with Mad Hatter talking to him and telling him that he had made him take a hypnotic suggestion that he administered through, as you guessed, mind control. The Hatter then planted a mind-controlled rabbit mask onto Batman's cowl and forced him into yet another mad world where Bruce had to fight off the Hatter's goons and, occasionally, the Hatter himself. Batman managed to resist all of Mad Hatter's attempts to get in his head, broke free of the illusion, and crushed his hat. With Jervis taken care of, Batman left him to mourn his crushed hat. After Protocol 10, which he survived, Batman returned to the hat shop and issued Mad Hatter with a warning to never attack his mind again, before leaving him. Jervis was also visited by Catwoman, whom he mistook to be Alice. Catwoman confirmed she was in fact not Alice, and the Hatter returned to mourning his hat. Mad Hatter makes his final appearance in Arkham Knight, and he once again appears as the main villain of the DLC mission titled Wonderland. Forming a new plan, the Hatter marches into the GCPD and hands himself in, however reveals he has taken hostages and demands to talk to Batman. Aaron Cash alerts Bruce of this, and Batman arrives inside the GCPD interview room to interrogate the Hatter. Batman questions Jervis on the whereabouts of his hostages, and Jervis reveals he has taken 3 cops hostage, and it was up to Batman whether or not they lived or died. The Hatter told Batman to listen for the Siren Song, and then he would find the hostages, or Alice. Batman left to search for the hostages who were trapped in their different cars. Obviously, Batman manages to find and rescue 2 of the hostages, but finds the 3rd one missing from his car, only discovering a book titled Batman's Adventures in Wonderland. Batman alerts Cash, who tells him that the 3rd officer had marched into the precinct, alive and well. Suspicious, Batman returns to the GCPD and questions the Hatter once again, and demands the location of the last hostage. Mad Hatter tells him that his answer is in the book, and as soon as he does open it, Batman falls into yet another hypnotized world, which takes him through a recap of all of him and the Hatter's encounters. Throughout each of the chapters, Batman had to defeat the enemies that were thrown at him, while Jervis watched from the top of the book. Eventually, Batman did manage to defeat all the enemies and rescue the last hostage. Batman exited the Mad World to discover he was back in the interview room, and Jervis cowered in fear. Batman then locked Mad Hatter up and resumed with his final cleanup of Gotham City. There you have it, guys, the Mad Hatter story in the Arkhamverse. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you enjoy Batwoman Season 3. That's going to premiere on October 13th. And I can't wait for it, personally. Me, personally, I can't wait for it. I've really enjoyed it so far. And Season 3 looks absolutely legendary. So, hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.